the 29th of December 2018, and it is already 10:15, so another not very early morning in the mountains here.
In sleep in the mountains.
Yeah, sleep so well in the Sgurr bothy. I already showed you guys the bothy. That's where we slept last night. We had a little bit that rained really heavily in the night, and there was a little bit of water leaking from up here, and it was exactly where it was the edge of where my sleeping bag was, and somehow it didn't get my sleeping bag, but it got my mat a tiny bit wet. And I woke up and noticed it, dried it off, and then moved further in, so it wasn't really a problem. It was really light, so it didn't do anything. I think any water that hit my sleeping bag just was running off the water resistant finish, and it didn't, still waking up, and didn't cause an issue, which is good, because I didn't want to wake up with a soaking wet sleeping bag. And now we've got coffee,
Flapjack.
and
Got a little pigeon eye.
shine the light in Maggie's face. Fire's all done, and I'll show you what it's looking like outside this morning. This is the front door. Pretty incredible view to come out in the morning and see all this. The wind was absolutely going nuts early this morning. It was just blowing a hoolie. It was crazy. At one point I was thinking, I don't know if it continues like that, what we're going to be able to do today in terms of camping out, because it was that heavy. The gusts that were blowing, I don't know the wind speed, because we've got no signal. We've had no service for a couple of days now, but it was definitely pretty hectic. I'm glad the roof stayed on all right. It's always nice. All right, let's get back in there and have some coffee, and I'll come back to you guys shortly. Let's go get our coffee. This hill is steep, really steep. How steep is it?
Really steep. Really out of breath, having a snack. It's a bounce V Life, cashew, peanut, vegan.
Nice. That's our view. It's Loch Nevis. We've climbed straight up. Sgurr bothy is directly down below us. You can't see it now because we've just come straight up from it. You never quite get, but we came in on a path that ran alongside that river that's winding through. It goes right back up, and now we're coming out by just coming straight up this. So beautiful. There's a little tiny house next to a little copse of wood. Just no chance, you're not going to see it on this but it's out there, which would be an amazing place to be. I think it must be part of the Comancery estate. I think it's called the Canmosori. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, unfortunately. But this is our route, is straight up here. That's quite beautiful. We're going kind of track ourselves. We've just been zigzagging up and see what we get when we get up here. I'm hoping there's some sort of semi-ridge line that we can follow over towards Ciche, which is kind of where we want to hopefully hit summit tomorrow, and then from there drop down back towards the Glendessery estate and towards where the car is. So yeah, we'll see where we get to, and then we're gonna have to find somewhere to pitch up tonight. If we're up high, which we already are, we're going to be even higher. We're going to have to find a little bit of shelter maybe, because at one point the wind this morning was it's so intense. I thought the roof was going to lift off the bothy, but it did okay, which is cool. All right, snack time. We'll let you know how we're doing. Woo.
mountain. Look at that. Whoa.
It's incredible, absolutely incredible. We've come up a ways more. That's still Loch Nevis behind us. We've just been climbing up and up and up. And Ciche is still way over that way. You can't even see it because of the cloud, but I think it's that big mass in the distance. So we're going to try and come down and sort of contour around this and see what we can do. Obviously you can tell probably from the light it's already getting there. It's not quite 3 o'clock yet, but we lose the light so early, so we'll have to push as much as we can and then see whether we continue a little bit with head torches or whether we call it and stop. Camp up here somewhere. It's getting pretty chilly as well. It's dropped down. It's not too bad. It's around 4 degrees air temperature, but the wind chill's knocking that down. It probably feels like around 1-0, so not terrible, but pretty chilly. The view though, every time you turn around or just look around, you're just blown away. It's just fucking incredible. And there's this amazing sense of being in the wild out here. Obviously the Knoydart Peninsula and the whole of this region of the west coast of the Highlands is so untouched. There's virtually nothing at all out here. At night, didn't see a single light. You can't hear anything except for the wind. It's nuts. It's a sense of, like, you know, freedom, and also that kind of, like, you know, you have to survive, self-reliance, but in the best kind of way. It's amazing. Really, really cool. At our camp spot for the night. We're just up near the base of Ciche, which is coated in cloud right now, as are we, and you can't quite see it because there's a little sort of rocky outcrop just behind us, and then towering up that way is Ciche, which I think is 1,040 meters at the summit. So yeah, we managed to make pretty good time. Started quite late again today because it was so nice sleeping in the bothy, and the weather was absolutely horrible this morning. Gale force winds. And then we set off straight up the back of Sgurr's bothy and climbed up, and have just sort of continued riding ridgeline / plateau as far up as this. And then we started looking for a campsite just now as the sun was going down. As you can see, it's pretty much completely dark, but we managed to find a place. The wind's coming through from that angle over there, but we're not completely exposed. We're a bit sheltered, and we've got the tail of the tent in. I'll show you the pitch now. I won't show you the pitch now because it's too dark. I'll have to get my head torch on. I'll show you the inside of the tent first, where Megan's getting things sorted out. I think the batteries on my light are dying here.
Hello. Blowing up the mat. Very slowly.
Everything in action. Grab a head torch so I can show you the outside of the tent. It started raining out here, so I'm going to show you the pitch of the tent and get inside the tent. It's getting really damp now. So again, same as the last time in the lakes, the Terra Nova Southern Cross 2. It's been doing well, loving it. really battened down. Right, let's get in the tent. It's raining out here. Raining a lot. It's been raining. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. It's got to have been raining since we got in the tent. It's been raining for about 12 hours solid on the side of the mountain here down below Ciche. Yeah, I guess conditions are interesting. It was already pretty sodden the ground, so yeah, I'm mildly concerned about how much water is around us, but not an awful lot I can do at the moment. Just have to stay battened in for now, see what happens at sunrise. I'm hoping that this clears up at some point, otherwise we'll be getting out in it and seeing what visibility's like. But that's what's been happening so far. We've been tucked in, just sleeping really. And try and get some more sleep and come back at you in 4 hours time, just before sunrise. Alright. At least it's relaxing hearing the rain on the tent.